Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. It seems like the Ukrainians are destroying the Russians in droves. And that's according to the Ukrainian media, obviously, because if you probably read Russian media, the Russians are destroying the Ukrainians like flies, just like that. So let's see. This article comes from the New York Times. The New Voice of Ukraine. I always mix them. When I read the New Voice of Ukraine is New York Times. God forbid. And this is from today, June 28th, 2022. Ukrainian military wipe out Russian saboteur group near Zaporozhye. All right, let's see what's going on. Referencing intelligence data, the report notes that the enemy saboteur group consisted mainly of convicts released by the invaders from prisons and drafted into the army in order to compensate for the losses of the soldiers it has incurred in Ukraine. So, the Ukrainians are claiming that the Russians got ex-convicts, or maybe even convicts, put their weapons in their hand, put them under the command of someone to do some actions somewhere, to do some sabotage somewhere. All right, let's see. And I'm quoting, they are sending everyone they can to fight without thinking, noted the head of the regional military administration. You think so? During the clash, 6 invaders were eliminated and 1 was taken prisoner. He turned out to be a former convict for serious crimes who was serving his sentence in a correctional institution in the temporarily occupied territory of the Donetsk Oblast. So, he turned out to be a former convict for serious crimes who was serving his sentence in a correctional institution in the temporarily occupied territory of the Donetsk Oblast. What are you talking about? So that means they're not human? That means they cannot fight for their territories? Hey, are you looking down on people? Are you dehumanizing them? What are you doing? I'm pretty sure everybody else who comes from overseas were vetted and they were all, how do you call it, A students, right? They all have PhDs or something and never got a speeding ticket in their lives. Come on. Maybe it's possible. So, maybe people make mistakes. Have you made any mistakes in your life? Yes. Have I? Yes. That means that I can't go and fight for my land or for whatever? No, I can't? Okay. Just want to make sure. So, and besides, that's one person, and he said that everybody else is like that? Probably. All right, so then that's the thing. So he had he's one person out of 6 that they caught who had this problem. He made some mistakes, serious crimes. Maybe he wants to redeem himself. Remember the scriptures? Who doesn't have any sins, cast the first stone. Huh? Anybody? I'm not trying to defend this guy, but so what if he's doing that? I don't understand if he's like that. Does that mean that all of them are like that? From one person, you make a pattern? How do you make a pattern? And besides, if you call these guys, he's going to tell you that Jesus Christ sent him over there. He's going to tell you whatever you want him to tell you. Because nobody uses any methods of torture or extracting information, if you know what I mean. I don't know. Yeah, so what if it was? What was the big deal? If you look at the American population and do a background check on some, on some you find that almost everybody has a freaking conviction of something, misdemeanor or what's that, ordinance violation or a felony or something. You don't believe me? Do some background checks. Anyway, conduct some, complete some. Anyway, it's just that people make mistakes. We all make mistakes. So what if you are convicted or something? Doesn't mean you can't go over there and fight your territory, because that's their territory, isn't it? Now, all right, on that area. however you want it. He probably has family, maybe he has kids. I'm not trying now to maul, here sympathy for that guy, convict, who the hell knows what he did. But doesn't mean that he cannot participate in a society anymore. Well, maybe limited here and there. Well, United States, if you have a felony or something, you can't vote, I think. I don't know if that's still standing, because I think that it was certain states, liberal states, said, no, they're okay, they're good as new. All right, well, they all get second chances here. And everywhere else, you get one, first, two, 5 chances, and so on. But maybe it is so. Maybe they get all these guys and say, hey, guys, go over there. And they go. What's with that? And you think they don't have any more people? I have to remind those guys over there that Russia has a population of more than 145 million people. How many people do you think Russians were involved in this? Combatants? 100,000? 150,000? 200,000? 300,000? Out of 145 million people, I think that's nothing. It's nothing. If Russia wants tomorrow just to get people to fight, I think it can get about 6 million overnight, 6 million. And if they wanted really to do a, how do you call that, to call everybody to defend their country, I can't remember how it's called, right? Forced enlisting or something, they can get at least 50 million. Adults able to fight from 18 to 60, and not from 21, from 18 to 60 over there. Here is from 21. Here is in America, you can't, but I think, no, you can't smoke here, and you can drink if you're 18, only when you're 21, but you can be in the military. You can go and kill as a combatant if you're 18 and you're in the military, but you can't use a cigarette. You can drink wine or beer. Strange laws, because the guy over there with a weapon knows what he's doing, but the guy with a cigarette doesn't. Talk about Alice in Wonderland. What's the connection? Why 21? Because your brain is not developed at 21, but it's developed enough so you can go and pop and follow orders. And then when you follow orders, don't engage in any things like this. No. You're correct and fair, and you just so disciplined at 18, but at 21 you're not. You're not. This is bullshit. Well, it is what it is, right? So if this guy was caught, 1 of 6, let's make a pattern. How about all Russian army is made of convicts, ex-convicts? I mean, from 1, if you 1 and you had the other ones 5 that were killed, right? And this one was captured, and you make from 1, but you generalize it. Why don't you extrapolate it a little bit more? All Russians that fight in Ukraine are ex-convicts. So, are you stereotyping here? Well, I don't know. They're all bad, right? Anyway, man, it's just funny. These guys insult our intelligence at every turn. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.